Dear Lord, thank you so much for allowing us to come here tonight as a community to honor Preface Project. God, thank you for the educators here tonight. I pray that you would sustain them in their new normals, give them wisdom and patience. We pray for children who are learning how to learn in their new environments. Be with them as they deal with resource constraints and unsettling home lives. God, thank you for Preface. I pray that you would bless this organization and its leaders, that you would sustain the growth and momentum of the organization, and that it would continue to make a positive, tangible impact for the youth in our nation.
Good evening, guys, and thank you all so much for joining us here tonight at our inaugural Childhood Literacy Benefit Gala. For those of y'all that I haven't met in person, my name is JT Wu. I'm the founder and executive director of Preface. And again, I could not be happier to finally be here with you guys tonight. So thank you. Just really appreciate it. We're also honored to be joined here tonight by our platinum sponsors, Shannon and Greg Anderson. Yeah. And last but certainly not least, we are blessed to have with us tonight Ms. Lawrence Messina, right here in the center, the founder and CEO of our presenting Christmas sponsor, Preface. So. I feel a little bit like Oprah right now, so you guys can definitely say this. But if y'all could look under your tables, you'll actually see some specially formulated gifts from Ms. Messina on behalf of Preface for each and every one of you. As many of you probably already know, Preface was born out of the conviction that literacy and educational opportunity are the foundations for lifelong learning success. And that every child, no matter where they live or what language they speak, deserves the chance to learn. For families all across our country, where English may not be spoken in the home, where mom and dad might have to work multiple jobs just to make ends meet, where quality childcare for a young one can cost just as much as a 4-year college, and where loving teachers work tirelessly with their students through a language barrier to impart both the curriculum and 2 languages at the same time, there are still far too many young children at risk of falling behind, both in school and in life, simply because they don't know how to read. Young children in our pilot programs have gone from functionally illiterate at the start of the year to reading on track or above grade level by the end. And it's not just the little ones. We've written scholarship letters for our ambassadors and have heard from several that because of their experiences here, they now want to pursue careers in education and social. And we've been honored as an innovative program to watch by the Georgia Department of Education. But through it all, beyond the award-winning innovations, beyond our advisors and our incredible results, is one fundamental conviction: that empowering our next generation with a spirit of service for their neighbors is the best way to keep the American dream alive and well for all of us. We have proven that this Georgia-grown approach to early childhood literacy can change the conversation in communities across the country. And that is why tonight I am so proud to kick off our inaugural Anniversary Gala together with the news that Preface's slate of 2020 fall partnerships has expanded well beyond our home here in Gwinnett County. In fact, it's expanded well beyond our borders in our great state of Georgia. Because thanks to the hard work of so many, Preface is now the national umbrella for a multi-state network of partnerships with beachheads in Texas, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Tennessee. Each year at our Anniversary Gala, the Preface Board of Directors votes to honor and recognize an instrumental educational leader in the life of our organization. It is my great honor to present the 2020 Preface Legacy Award to an incredible educational partner, a true leader, and a dear, dear friend, Miss Cindy Moffitt.
Preface Project wanted to partner with Brookmore High School and Woburn Elementary School to implement its model on early childhood education. And their model for us was unique because it was going to be early childhood literacy with a multilingual twist. Why is it important to my school? Well, at Brookmore High School, home of the Proud Patriots, at our school we have over 80 countries represented in our student population alone. If you think about Woburn Elementary School, upwards of 75% of its students are English language learners. So when the Preface Project came along and they wanted to give our high school students an opportunity to serve, I thought, wow, this is amazing. We would have our high schoolers equipped with training so they could be ambassadors. And their goal was to make sure that they're able to go to the elementary schools and to support their work. And I thought this is going to be a unique opportunity for them, but I really think this is going to speak to and resonate with more students. And it did. But we were able to connect with our students, and we were able to connect with them off of 3 principles. We asked simple questions. Are you passionate about giving back to others? Do you want to use your bilingual, multicultural backgrounds to serve others? Do you want to make a difference? Because the leaders that we wanted to appeal to would be the leaders who would emulate what our Preface partners were doing, and that's to be change agents. In fall of 2019, what we had the students to do was to work on supporting after-school literacy sessions, because that would allow them the time to get over to work with the teachers and the students. And so we saw such great success with that in the spring of 2020, we said, you know what, let's continue to support those after-school activities, but now let's amp things up a bit. And I was amazed by the training that Preface put together with Louisville Elementary. We started having our students to go into classes during the school hours, and they were providing individual and small group support. We saw significant gains with sound and word identification, with oral fluency, phonological awareness, and reading comprehension. It is amazing when you get partners and advocates and pioneers who will come in and shoulder this work with you. So a teacher who is trying to promote literacy in language, having a person who comes in with literacy in language to help students is amazing. And so something that we saw with that particular model is that there was increased academic knowledge and skills for all of our students. So we were so very pleased with the work that Preface was able to do, because as leaders, as teachers, as parents, you can't afford to fail. You can't afford to not push forward and believe in dreams and goals. And sometimes you get very fortunate. You become fortunate because you have groups like Preface Project. They'll come along, they'll support you, the work and the walk. They'll show you how your work can meet value. That value can move the vision forward, and it all ends up meaning that students are going to be more successful. When you have people coming together to partner with you like Preface Project does, there is no limit to what our students can do. So when we talk about Preface coming in to provide support, I just want to make sure that everyone understands that it wasn't about getting some high school kids who wanted to just give their time to little kids. It was about high school students who were keenly aware that their current and future opportunities were based on their early learning experiences, and they wanted to make sure that students had those same experiences, but better, because they remember what it was like to be in their seats. So as they partnered with us, we saw the increased gains. It's nothing more beautiful to have a young person to come to your office and say, Ms. Moffitt, what's that Preface thing? I'm just so thankful for this moment and for this opportunity. I know that this recognition is special, again, not because of me, it's because of the Preface Board of Directors, the National Advisory Council, the board, international board, your generous sponsors and your mission partners. I know it's because of that. And so this will be a reminder to me to make sure that I never lose sight that every child needs to meet his or her full potential. And I can do that with generous sponsors, generous partners, and I can definitely do it with organizations like Preface Project, which is, bar none, the best that we have encountered. So thank you guys so much for your time.
Now, President John F. Kennedy once said, "We have the capacity to make this the best generation in the history of mankind, or we can make it the last." And I believe that his words ring just as true in today's America as they did over a half a century ago. Because make no mistake, if we leave here tonight with only one message, it's this: our children are our future. En français, nos enfants c'est notre avenir. 한국어로 우리 아이들은 우리의 미래입니다. 说中文。 咱们的小孩就是咱们的未来。Y por último, si bien lo menos importante en español, nuestros hijos son nuestro futuro. Our children are our future. Yeah. But I'm honestly blown away by what we've just done here together over the last few minutes. Because thanks to you guys, thanks to the folks in this room, we have raised over $14,000 in literacy funds to be invested in the next generation.
So no matter what language you speak or where in our incredible country you live, whenever we leave this room, we go back to Chamblee or Chicago, to New York or Noonan, to Boston or Brookhaven or Raleigh or Rodeo Drive, know that thanks to you, and with your help and with God's grace, we're going to be able to keep fighting to ensure that every child, especially here in the South, has the chance to pursue their own God-given American dreams. Thank y'all so much, and God bless y'all.